What's up, guys? Dave Action Jackson coming at you live, and I just got home from the gym, and I went before I got home. I went to the store and got me a meal replacement bar by Metrix, or Met RX, but it's Metrix. Just keep it real, Metrix, and it's just a big 100 chocolate chip cookie dough meal replacement bar because I haven't had anything to eat yet, so um I got that, and also got some black coffee. And you got an idea what I mean by literally black coffee. Um, it's good for like pre-workouts if you like drinking it straight black. I have a little bit of sweetener in here just because I'm a wimp when it comes to like black coffee flavor. But yeah, it's like straight up black coffee and it's fresh. So I don't know if you guys will be able to see the steam. Probably not, but can't really see it. But oh, maybe you can. Okay, I think you guys can see it a little bit. Anyway, so yeah, I just got home. I worked out my arms and my abs. And this video, if you saw the title of this video, it's going to be about cramps, because I think a lot of athletes suffer from this. Even like normal people suffer from it, because even like the times where I didn't go to the gym or I didn't work out or whatever, and not even at home, there was times where I would wake up with cramps in my hamstrings and I had no idea what to do. And it it came down to like I just ride it out or like keep on just yelling and um all the types of stuff to get other people's attention to help you, because cramps aren't your they aren't anyone's best friend. And like anyone that I know, we've all had cramps before, and usually they go away with time, but sometimes they take a really long time to go away. um when I had them in both my hamstrings, because it's a pain. Like when you got, of course it's a pain, no pun intended, but it's a pain, like a pain in the butt. I wanted to say pain in the ass, but it's a pain in the butt when you get cramps and you don't know what to do. So I want to just take this time to like tell you guys about a way, or well, yeah, I guess one way that you can like pretty much um bypass that. And it depends on the muscle type and the type of exercises that you do. It'll depend whether you're going to get a cramp or not, as well as the range of motion. So let's take because I don't think you can get a bicep cramp, but I know people get cramps in their triceps, cramps in their neck, their traps. You get chest cramps. And by chest cramps, what I mean by that is basically like you when you're doing your chest, like say you do flies or you do like push press or incline chest press. um Typically, like if you do enough sets or reps, it makes your chest flex really hard, and so it starts to tighten, and that typically cuts the workout short. um Triceps is another thing. Like when you're doing your triceps and you're doing like a tricep extension or a tricep push down or pull down. I'm gonna say particularly the tricep pull down, where your hand is your palm is facing upwards, so you're going down, and your tricep is literally pushing out. Um, it's I think to avoid it, because a lot of the time it's like this. And I'll show you guys. I just got home from the gym, so um, basically you're like this, right? So you're like this to the side. Um, you're going like this the whole time. Um, going like that, and um, eventually, I know I say a lot, but eventually, with time, as you do enough sets and reps, you get to that magic number where it starts to tighten, and then you start to cramp up. But here's how you can avoid that, and I guarantee you this will definitely help you in the long run or the short term, because um we all hate cramps. I'm not gonna even try to um I'm not gonna cupcake it or make it try to make it seem like it's something that you really can't avoid, because you really you can avoid it if you do certain little things. For one, once you get to a high amount of sets and reps, basically just change the degree in which your arm or your neck or whatever muscles are affected besides just the targeted muscle. So what I mean by that is, like, say you're doing tricep extensions and you're going like this. So you're pulling down, doing not tricep extensions, but tricep pull down, where you're pulling down, and eventually you get to that point where your tricep wants to like tighten. So here's what I normally do to avoid this. Basically, you're not gonna lock your elbow out. Basically, so the degree in which you're doing it is like this. So you're here. It's gonna look awkward, but you're right here. So you're gonna go. You're not gonna lock your elbow out, basically. So this is the normal range of motion when you do it. Tricep pull down. You're pulling down, pulling down, pulling down, pulling down. Once you get to that high amount of reps, that's when you start struggling. You're like this. What you're gonna do is just do half reps. And by half reps, because a lot of people are gonna say it's cheat reps, but forget all that. Because cheat reps is if you're pushing your body down when you're doing it. You're not pushing your body down because your arms have to be stable if you're doing any type of tricep movement. Any type of movement in general, you want to be stable, because if you do it too much to the degree where your body's moving, you're going to end up either hurting yourself or the muscle won't be worked out. You won't be working out the muscle. At least not the intended muscle. But yeah, shorten the amount of degree that you go. So say you're doing like tricep extensions, like full range of motion, and then you get that tightness. To avoid that, just don't lock your elbow out. So basically you're gonna go, but you're not really gonna feel it in your tricep. You're working it, but you won't feel it though. So just do that until the cramp part goes away, and that's how you solve that part. Now, when it comes to hamstrings, because I know a lot of people hate doing hamstrings just because they can't like get past that whole cramping part. And I'm one of those people who suffers from that, because I hate doing my hamstrings just because I can't get past the whole like cramp part. Like, when your muscle shortens up, it's a sign. It sucks so much, because it's like you were doing so great and then all of a sudden this hits you and you cut your workout short just because of that. So to avoid that, and I'm not going to say this from a nutritional standpoint because I don't know the types of foods to eat to avoid cramps, but for like, well, let's just say you're doing like hamstring curls, or hamstring curls, and you're like this. So you're going like that, and all of a sudden you're right here, and then you get this part of your muscle, your hamstring, starts to tighten and raise before you even pull your leg up, or pull the rest of your leg up. This is what you do. So don't use the same amount of weight that you were using before. Use a lower amount of weight, because the lower amount of weight adds less resistance to the muscle, which pretty much, I guess I could if I had to summarize this, it keeps it from like balling up. I don't know how to like break it down other than that, but just use less weight, and it's more I'll show you guys, but I can't really like push up, so I can't lay on my bench and then like push, you know. I'm gonna wait to do that for a couple of weeks just because I just had surgery. So yeah, so that's basically the gist of how to avoid cramps. Doing either the lower range of motion, like don't lock your elbows out or lock the other joints out. Don't lock out. Also, lowered weight. Because if the less weight you use, like if you're a big one of the big girls in the gym, I'm not talking about physical big girl. I'm talking about like people who use big weights. I call them big girls. Big weight is what most people who lift big weights calls it, big girls. But if you're one of the people who uses like heavy weight in the gym, um, and you get cramps, just lower the weight. And there's nothing wrong with lowering weight because you you don't necessarily need big or huge weight to get big. You don't need large amounts of weight to get big. It's more strength based. Um, with lower weight, it's not anything to be ashamed of. But some people feel like their ego was damaged because of that. And I'm here to tell you guys today it's not. But anyways, I'm David Action Jackson representing Action J. I was gonna say Action J Fit Gaming, Action Jack Fitness. Coming at you guys live to tell you guys, work out smart. I want to say eat smart, but that's kind of like stealing, I guess. That's because there's a thing called eat smart, so I won't say that. Work out smart, make better diet and nutritional choices. Um, just be careful in lifting and working out, eating the types of foods you eat, all that type of um, important stuff. So I'll see you guys later. I'm out. Oh wait, hold up. I'm surprised I could do this given my chest is like kind of weird, but I'm doing this. I'm totally doing this. I'm not one of those firefighters, but I'm pretty close though.